Went from housed to homeless in a week. Here's what I've learned so far. I'm a 20-year-old male living in Southern California, and I went from having a roof over my head to sleeping in my car in the span of a week. And I didn't see that coming. One minute I was worrying about which movie to watch while cuddling my dog, and next I was figuring out where to park without getting towed. Life came at me fast, but I'm thankful for it. That first week was rough. I was hungry, tired, embarrassed, scared, and really fucking confused about the whole deal. My lease had expired and I had bizarrely been laid off a day before, even though I was with my job for 9 months, but the Gov shutdown affected them, supposedly, and I was one of 10 workers laid off. Weirdly enough though, once the initial panic wore off, I started seeing things clearer than I have in years, and I realized how much I used to take for granted. Daily hot showers, fresh socks, even just silence that isn't coming from a parking lot. It's humbling, man. Real damn humbling. Since then, I've been finding small ways to stay afloat, like going to the gym every other day for a shower, journaling to keep my head straight, using libraries and certain restaurants for Wi-Fi to job search, and reading, but also staying busy instead of sinking into self-pity. Pride doesn't buy food, but humility gets you help, even if it doesn't seem ideal. And I've met some genuinely good people just by being honest about where I'm at in life. I still make jokes to keep my sanity, like calling myself the CEO of surviving plot twists. But honestly, this whole mess has been the best and most painful teacher I've had yet. And it's forcing me to rebuild from the ground up, this time with actual gratitude and purpose, aside from humility and mental restructure. I'm not sharing this for sympathy. I'm sharing it because if you're going through your own kind of downfall, I want you to know that falling apart doesn't mean you're finished. Rock bottom isn't the end. Life isn't over. And this is just the foundation for your comeback. I encourage you to find a peace and solace in life, to better yourself and align your life with what flows freely. Never get too comfortable with where you're at, because you can lose it all in a matter of seconds. Mentality is everything, and if you're not careful, you'll lose everything. And I, for one, can testify to that. As for what I've learned, and still am every new day, 1. Don't underestimate how fast life can flip. One bad week can change everything, so while things are good, stack up savings, treat people right, and never assume you're untouchable. 2. Pride will starve you faster than hunger. Asking for help felt like failure at first. Now I see it's actually strength. Humility gets you fed, housed, or at least pointed in the right direction. 3. Routine keeps you sane. Even small habits, brushing your teeth, journaling, a daily walk, give structure when everything else feels like chaos. 4. Kindness hits different when you're down bad. A stranger handing me a sandwich once had me fighting tears. You start realizing how much a small gesture can change someone's entire day. 5. Being alone doesn't mean being worthless. The silence can be heavy, but it also gives you space to really meet yourself, not the version filtered through comfort or other people's opinions. 6. Laughter is survival fuel. If you can still joke in the middle of hell, you're already winning a little. Humor keeps your spirit from folding in on itself. 7. Judgment fades when you've been humbled. I used to side-eye people on the streets. Now I see stories, not stereotypes. That perspective shift is priceless. 8. Resourcefulness is a superpower. You learn how to stretch a dollar, find Wi-Fi, stay clean, sleep safely, things I never thought I'd have to think about. Now I know I can adapt to anything. 9. You can rebuild from nothing. It's slow and it hurts, but it's real growth, the kind that sticks because it's earned, not handed. 10. Gratitude hits different when you've lost things. A warm shower, a good night's sleep, a meal that isn't instant noodles. Once you've gone without, every small comfort feels like a blessing. You have a beautiful life, even if it's falling apart. Never take it for granted, but be grateful for every day you're given and use it wisely. Take care, everyone. I wish you the best and success in your daily endeavors.